slowing down, keep on going till I'm found. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up now. I ain't never slowing down, keep on going till I'm found. No, I'm never slowing down, cause we're blowing up now. Hard words like a weapon, attack with no questions. In my own section and they still disconnected, cause their mind's been infected and they're filled with objection. Too filled for recollection, so we're losing all attention. They don't know I'm in contention, cause I'm gaining their attention, cause I'm making a connection. Lyricism and aggression got me feeling my ascension. In my passion, my profession, I'm attacking my obsession, taking action and progressing. I go off on the enemy, that's what makes them scared of me. Make my plans carefully, then execute them daringly. They say I act recklessly, but that's why I'm effective. See, you can't predict my tendencies, I offer no transparency. Some people think I'm lost, others think I'll be a legend. I'm never gonna stop till I'm one above second. And my thoughts at the top, but my mind stay present. Don't let your dreams stop, cause dreaming is a blessing. They tell me all the same, told me I won't make a name. But it's not about the fame, it's about keeping me sane. So I stay within my lane, feel my blood pump through my veins. Feel adrenaline, no pain, welcome all to my domain. So let me break it all down.
What's going on, you guys? It's the FPL Penguin back again with another stream for you all. Hope you're all doing well. In today's stream, we'll be talking about a wildcard plan, strategy. A lot of you have asked for it, and here you go. So on the screen right now are the players that I think are good going forward. If you're on a wildcard, still got your wildcard going in towards game week 30 and beyond. We've got the last 9 game weeks. Is it 8-9 game weeks? So I think as you can see in front of you now, this is a lovely team to probably look at going for. And I'll give them the reasons why I picked these players. Before we get straight into it as well, I haven't picked this man, but for anyone asking, Jackie Grealish has been pictured in first team training, back again for Villa. Breaking news, he's back for the Villa. So if anybody wants to know any update on him or wants to bring him in, here he is. It's been confirmed. He's back for Villa. So he could feature against Fulham. Could start against them because they look like they've really, really missed him. Aston Villa, they really have. So we're going to start off. We're going to make it short and sweet. Not going to make it too long. Not too much ramble. And just going to give you the stats and everything about it. Facts about it. Fabianski and Martinez. The reason I picked them, I was going to do Pope and Martinez, but I preferred looking at with West Ham's fixtures. They've got Wolves, Leicester, Newcastle, and they're playing the blank game week, and they're playing them both blank game weeks, as you can see. And with Villa, they got Fulham, Liverpool, and they got a blank right there, and they're also playing at West Brom right there in the other blank. So I think they're good rotation going forward. And I would have probably gone Patricio, but we know he's injured at the minute for quite a while. So Ruddy will probably be the goalkeeper. So I'm a bit 50-50 at the moment thinking about Wolves. But I think Fabianski and Martinez are lovely ones to rotate with. Got some decent fixtures. And you got Fabianski, who's playing in one of the blank game weeks, and Martinez, who isn't. So I think the good rotation to go with. That's what I'm going with. The back line, defence-wise, I've gone for Azpilicueta, Saiz, Shaw, Cresswell and Semedo. I'll talk about the Wolves defence first. I know I was a bit 50-50 about Wolves, and you've heard me talk about Wolves. I'm 50-50 about them. But I feel, they've got some decent fixtures. They do look lovely, but are we looking too much into them? Are we overthinking it, guys, about Wolves? I haven't gone for any Wolves attack. As you can see, I haven't gone for any Wolves attack. But I like their defence a bit. They can be solid, but what impact will having no Patricio make to that team? Who knows? Hopefully not too much damage. But they have got West Ham, Fulham, Sheffield United, Burnley, West Brom. West Brom not really scoring that many goals. Burnley same, Sheffield United just look out of it, don't they? And Fulham as well. So they're good fixtures. West Ham will prove to be a test because they're scoring goals all over the field, aren't they? Cresswell getting some good corners in, so that defence has to be on its guard that day. But I do like the fixtures after. Fulham, Sheffield United, Burnley and West Brom. And probably Brighton. So they have got a good 3 to 4 games after that. Good run after that. So that's probably good to probably have double. It's probably safe. Nothing bold about it. Double Bulls defence. Next one, we've got Chelsea. Chelsea defence. As we know, they've got West Brom, Crystal Palace, and they've got a blank game week. But they just look solid at the back, don't they? They look really solid at the back. If you have a little scroll down, when did they come, the manager? He got appointed Wolves game, was it? Was it that Wolves game? I believe. Was it one further down? Oh, this Wolves game here, the home game. And you can see clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet, conceded, Rudiger to blame there, clean sheet, conceded there, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet. You know, they just look so solid. And you look at Azpilicueta, nailed on, 90 minutes average, 1 goal, 1 assist to his name, scored 1 goal already in the era of the Tuchel era. So I think it's a lovely one to go for. I really do think so. And I think it's nailed on, quite expensive, but I feel he's the more nailed on to probably go for. With Shaw, like I talked with Cresswell, we'll get to Cresswell like with the Wolves game. Double West Ham defence have gone for Fabianski, as you can see. It's lovely. He's got 10 assists to his name, Cresswell. He's very versatile to their team. He's really getting them crosses in. He just looks a really exciting player. 10 assists to his name so far this season. They are conceding a goal every so often in last few games, but he just looks a really good player. Decent fixtures, playing in the blank too, and he gets those returns too because he takes corners, so that's a bonus, I always say. Next one, we've got Shaw in that back line. Just simming through these, giving my what I think the good wants to bring in. Manchester United, Brighton, Spurs, Burnley, playing the blank too, and he's got Leeds there as well. And we'll just look at the stats. Little scroll down. Let's have a look at the scroll down. 1 goal and 5 assists to his name so far this season. He's been doing alright, hasn't he? He's been alright if we look from game week 22 since that 9-0 win against Southampton. That's really boosted his confidence when he got a brace of an assist. Then he got another assist and another assist. Got 3 assists in a row right there. And then he got a goal against Man City in that 2-0 win, the derby. I think it's a lovely one to go for, Shaw, and he's really, really attacking. And I don't want to blab on too much about these players. I want to really just get to the point to you guys and just sim right through this. But if we look at his heat map just quickly, this is SofaScore, by the way, SofaScore. That's his for England. Let's have a look at quickly in the Premier League. You can just see just boost right down. It looks like he's on set pieces. He does something in the corners by the looks of it. It's very hot right there. But look, he gets in the box, as you can see. He looks really, really good, as you can see on the stats-wise. That's Luke Shaw. Moving on to the midfield now, we've got Mount, Lingard, KDB, Jota and Rafinha. We'll start off with Chelsea, like I said. You know, they're not playing the blank, but they got West Brom, they got Crystal Palace. Mount's been doing well since the appointment of Tuchel, or Tuchel, how you pronounce his name. He came in the Wolves game, in that 0-0 draw. He's got around about 2 goals so far? Or 3 goals? Yeah, 3 goals, probably. Yeah, 1, 2, about 3 goals, something like that. Just probably need Specsavers. 3 goals, as you can see right there. And he's looking really attacking. He's playing a more attacking role for Tuchel's team. And I think he's a lovely one to go for. And I don't think any player is essential. So I wouldn't call any player essential right now in FPL. They're either hit or miss. But I think Mount is a lovely one to probably go for. If we talk about Lingard as well, as you can see, I've got that triple West Ham. And Lingard has been on fire since he joined the Hammers, hasn't he, on loan from Manchester United. You've got Wolves, Leicester, Newcastle, Chelsea. I think he can score. If he can score against Spurs, he can score against any other team. You know, he's more than capable of doing it. He's really, really attacking, as we know. I mean, like I said, I don't want to spend too much on stats, but I like to just try and get as much information out to you guys as I possibly can. Let's see where he is. So that's how he did for England. As we know, he's a really attacking player. And you can see 5 goals, 2 assists to his name so far this season, according to SofaScore. Stats right there, as you can see on the far right. Everything's happening on the far left right there for him. And he just looks so attacking. He's a bit all over the field, as you can see in that heat map. And I just think he's got good fixtures, and he just really does attack. And you can see in the last couple of games, since he joined West Ham, he just looks so attacking, doesn't he? KDB. Now, we know he's blanking in 32 and 33. He's blanking, but he's got 2 lovely fixtures coming up against Leicester, and he's got one against Leeds too. Now, they struggled City against both these teams last time out, but I think with KDB looking like he's in good form at the moment, and I'll give you the positives and negatives about this. The positives, I think he's a guy in form. You know, since he's come back, he's just looked a really attacking player again. And he just looks, I know he's expensive, but I wouldn't call any player essential, but I think for these 2 games he looks really good until the end of the season probably. The negatives I'd probably say about KDB, they've basically near enough got the title wrapped up, haven't they? It's all about Champions League and FA Cup for Pep now, isn't it? So I think now with Pep Guardiola, he's going to rotate a lot. So that's the only downside. And also they've got 2 blanks. If we probably get them to play one of those game weeks, who knows, we'll have to know near the time. But at the moment, as I'm viewing this, I would have him for these two fixtures, see what we can do. But the only downside is there could be rotation. But I'm still going to put him in this wildcard team because I feel you need that, probably need that City asset in there. I am going for double City defence, only City defence. To me, double City defence isn't necessary. Man City defence. Single defence, you know, we've seen concede to West Ham. Wolves, Manchester United, fair enough. Diaz and Stones are scoring from set pieces, but I don't think they're necessary to have, especially with those two blanks coming up, and there's no point. Jota, let's talk about Jota. He's got Liverpool. Just skimming through these, got Arsenal, Aston Villa. Now the question is, everyone's getting hyped up with Jota. I'm a Liverpool fan myself, but everyone's getting hyped up with Diogo Jota. You know, he scored twice for Portugal the other night, but he's playing with an informed Portugal, isn't he? But Liverpool at 50-50 at the minute. The other thing is he going to keep starting for Liverpool? I'd love him to keep starting. I'd rather him start than Bobby Firmino, but this is Jurgen Klopp at the end of the day. I just worry about rotation. That's the only negative side about Jota. But Jota, when he does start, like we saw, he scored against his old club, which was fantastic. He got 28 minutes there, 90 minutes against Fulham, 81 minutes. I feel now seeing Fabinho go back into midfield, that is a big plus for us. And I just feel it wouldn't hurt to probably have a Jota in there, but just beware that there could be rotation, guys. But I wouldn't say it's a bad idea to probably have him in your wildcard team because he's such a good player. He really is such a good player. Rafinha, you've got to have that Leeds asset in, guys. You know, he's obviously their best player. He's got Sheffield United. Tough one with City. Liverpool, I feel they could break us. They did score 3 against us at the start of the season, if you remember. Manchester United, what a game that was, did score 2 against them, despite them losing 6-2 at Old Trafford. I think Rafinha is the best one to have. He's very cheap still, and I think he's a really good attacking player to go forward. You look at his stats, have a little shimmy down here, 6 goals and 6 assists. He is such a good player to watch. He really is. Moving on to the forward line, and then we'll wrap things up. We've got DCL, Harry Kane, and Iheanacho. Talk about DCL, it was either him or Richarlison, but I believe Richarlison is just a tiny bit more expensive. DCL isn't a bad one. I think he scored against both these teams last time out, Crystal Palace and Brighton. Let's have a little look if he did. Yes, he did, as you can see, in a 2-1 win and a 4-2 win, as you can see there. So he did score against them last time out. This is DCL. So I think DCL, even going forward, playing the blank, and if you remember how he did against Spurs, let's have a quick look at that fixture. Should we have a quick look at that fixture against Tottenham Hotspur in the FA Cup? You remember that, guys? This one here. He got a goal and an assist in this game in the FA Cup. This was not so long ago. This was probably, this was February. This was last month. And if you have a little shimmy down here, you got a goal and assist, and this was a fantastic game. And if you look at Spurs team from that day, from that night, that was their starting lineup. All right, fair enough, no Harry Kane, but still, you know, decent defence. Relative, you know, their strongest first team defence, and you know, Richarlison, DCL really going for it. And I think DCL is still a lovely one to go for. You can go for him or Richarlison, but DCL is a tiny bit cheaper, but Richarlison is still a very, very good player, and I really do like him. Harry Kane, like we talked about, have a little shimmy down. I think he's the best one to go for. You don't need to go for a Bale, you don't need to go for a Son. But, you know, Harry Kane is a guy in form. Newcastle, Manchester United, Everton, he is blanking then. But Sheffield United, Leeds and Wolves. Those three there, Sheffield United, Leeds, Wolves, they look tasty, don't they, for a Spurs asset, someone like Harry Kane. They look really, really tasty. If we look at his stats, have a little shimmy down. As you can see, this is how he got on. He scored against Sheffield United last time out. And how did he do against Wolves? Should we have a little shimmy? He didn't do anything there, but he did. How did he do against Leeds? Did Leeds? I know it was a big game. 1 goal, 1 assist against Leeds last time out. 17 goals and 13 assists. Monster stats right there for Harry Kane so far this season. He is the man on form right now, and I feel I don't really like to call it anyone essential, but would you call Harry Kane essential? Would you call Harry Kane essential? I think he's pretty much essential. So I think Harry Kane's a good one going forward. We're going to finish off with this lad here, Iheanacho. Since he's been playing like a 4-4-2, I believe, for Leicester since Maddison Barnes had been out for a while. He got a hat-trick last time against Sheffield United. He got a goal against Brighton. He got a goal against Burnley. He blanked against Arsenal. He looks a really good player. Looks like he's starting games now. Look at his fixtures. As you can see, tough one against City. That's going to be a crucial game. But as we know, wink, wink, game week 3, they won 5-2 against City, didn't they? They won 5-2. Funny old season, isn't it, guys? So I'd still start him. You could bring him in for that game. West Ham, he's blanking on 32. We've got some lovely fixtures in Palace, Southampton and Newcastle. He's looking really, really good to probably go for. And that is it, guys. That's the ones I'm going for. And Jesus, well, yeah, we've got a lot of people talking. Chatting, looked at chat. How you're doing, guys? Yeah, so that's it, guys. That's it, guys. Dylan's saying England to come in fourth. Oh, cheers, mate. Cheers, mate. We'll see what happens. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, enjoyed the stream, and just want to get sim through this as fast as I can. If you have enjoyed it, please like the video, please subscribe, and check out my last stream, which was a Euro 2021 predictions. That's a lot of 20s predictions video. That was the one before this. And please subscribe, like the video, please share, and I shall see you guys next stream. Take care, guys. Take care.
I'm getting forgotten souls, so stop, drop, and roll. You lost all control and pop off your ball. I got squat, I fall, I'm not bought, I'm sold. My stock rocks, it's gold. Hey, knock, knock, she home. It's shit, talk to close. I ain't stopping though, it's hip-hop, you know. Or is it rock and roll? I'm not dropping down, no, my pocket's grown. You can't stop the show, so get rockin' up. So let me break it all down for you. I ain't never giving up, I ain't never giving up. Taking that crown from you. I ain't worried about you, I ain't never. So let me break it all